It's Tuesday night! Double Dropkick night! Right here on the Dab Network. Woo! What a full week we've had. Woo! Unboxings. Traveled all the way to Pakistan in the little plane to interview Classic Shields, which we'll talk about next. Got Dustin King with a new venture here. Some signs that are pretty freaking awesome. Got a guy going to join us next showing off his childhood belts he made. How killer is that? And we're going to talk with CARMINE SABIA about his new coin venture the last 5 minutes of the show. So you want to stick around for that. So we got to kick it off. We got to get it going. Get that music down, producer. Let's go. It's Double Dropkick night, baby. Let's kick it into high gear. Welcome you all in. Hey, if you're on X, join us. We've just joined. Yeah, DDK Podcast on X, DDK on Podcast on X. Join us, tell us all about it. And we're talking about it. We just interviewed Sunday night. If you haven't got a chance to do it, we asked the right questions, fair and honest interview of Classic Shields. Make sure you join, check that out, as well as also the many wonderful reviews on there. Hey, give a shout out to our partnership sponsor and extraordinaire from the guys over at Spinning the Gold Podcast, Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Central. Mark and the guys. Mark will also be joining us here in just a minute on the DDK hotline. Like I said, we got a packed show. And do not forget, one of the best sponsors we have on the program, C4 Authentic Belts. Yes, check out c4authenticbelts.com. The only maker that is partnered with Crumb Rind Belts, putting on actual cast pieces that are off of the original that are given to them with the partnership. And you can have it too on your belt. C4 Authentic Belts. Check them out on Facebook and on c4authenticbelts.com. Colin is the owner. Check them out. c4authenticbelts.com. Like it's taking you back to like it's 1986. Woo, doggy. You guys all out there know my name is Butthole. It's a different way to spell it, K-E-V, but we'll go with it. And let me bring on my partner, my good friend, a guy I'd shoot you for and laugh, Mr. Ethan Thompson.
I feel like downtown Julie Brown. Wubba.
What's going on? What's going on with that?
I got an echo.
You got an echo. I hear you. What's going on, bud? How you been?
No, I physically have an echo.
You physically have an echo.
Yeah, if anybody's in the stream, anybody watching, is there an echo?
Backstage, can you hear an echo there, guest? You do hear an echo.
It's something in the settings.
All right, just jump out and jump back on.
All right, I'll try it now.
Because I don't hear an echo at all. For those of you in the chat, if you hear an echo, just let us know if you do. Hey guys, what'd you win? My friendship. I'm gonna be over watching cable TV with you. What's going on there, buddy? Yeah, don't ask. Christopher Rains, how's everybody going? What's up, Platinum? My main man, Platinum, doing it out. Christopher Rains. Great guy. Hope things are getting better for you. Hello there, buddy. From Malaysia. We appreciate you. Appreciate everybody out there that watches, when they watch, how they watch. We know some of you watch afterwards and it gets you through your workday. That means a lot to me that you're hanging out, getting through some stuff and watching it. Tune in because you're always a part of the show if we're live. And even afterwards, drop a comment down below and I'll always respond. What's up, Laverty? How you doing, big dog? There we go. Got to get him training. Mr. Ben Walker in the house. Mr. Mark Maggard in the house. And Christopher Rains. There he is again. What's up, Jerry? Our good buddy who gave a donation to this program. A signed Steve Austin figure. Signed Stone Cold. To give away on the show. That is awesome. What's up, buddy? I hope I figured out how to that you can share the Double Dropkick page. I hope I figured that out. What's up, Vargas? How you doing? Awesome. Glad you guys got the going. Everybody's in there. Every year, trailer time. There we go. What's up, Stone Cold? I know you're going to be trying to get that figure. I know he wants it. Hello, Lane. Appreciate you joining in and tuning in every week and commenting. Thanks so much. Everybody getting to know. Everybody's got the boozer in the background. Look at them all. They're all getting lit back there in the back room, bud.
Right.
There's Andy B. One of the best places to get news is on Love Those Wrestling Belts.
Kev, we still got the echo. It's going to be in your settings. Same thing happened with Doza and me the other day. There's going to be a setting in StreamYard.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I got an echo.
All right, hold on 1 second. We got a caller on hold for 1 second. Let's see. Is it echoing for people? Who's echoing? Is it me or is it just Ethan? Can somebody please comment down below? Who is it? Ethan, it's you that's echoing. Okay.
Yeah, but it's in your settings.
Okay, where do I go? StreamYard?
I don't. It's in StreamYard.
Echo cancellation?
Try that.
Did that work, folks?
I get no more echo now.
Got no more echo?
Echo's gone.
All right, there we go. Appreciate it, everybody. I sincerely apologize for that. I don't know what that was or what that was about. Dustin, do you hear an echo back there or no? All right, that was it. It was echo cancellation.
StreamYard always messes with the settings.
Thanks, StreamYard. Yeah, I love paying a ton of money, and you jacked up the price. And now, but it might have been, I do run it through OBS, so it could have been me, but I doubt it. I appreciate it. Thanks so much, buddy. Hope I didn't miss anybody.
How's your week going, Kev?
Busy.
I noticed.
It's been a busy week. I've got a cool guest here that I want to bring on and talk about. Let me see if I can get him on here. He is got a cool belt that I wanted to show it off. I wanted him to take a minute to talk about it. Let's pull him up here. Let's see here. Let me get him up here. Adam, can you hear us? All right, hold on. You're still on that part, so let me try this again. God, we are having just the worst time today, aren't we?
It's because we're live. It happens.
Adam, can you hear us? Adam, are you there?
Yep.
There! Finally. How's it going, buddy? Welcome to the DDK Hotline and the Double Dropkick Podcast. How you doing about tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
What state are you calling us from?
Massachusetts. Up in Boston.
Massachusetts. So if you can see the screen, hopefully there's no delay in the stage here, but this was the belt that well, let me see if I can get it to the right one so we can all see it. How about that? There it is. This belt here. Tell us about this belt and how old were you when you made it? Because this is awesome looking.
So that one, so all the ones I sent, I was probably about 15, 16. Me and my buddies were doing a backyard wrestling thing, and I kind of fell to me to make a bunch of the stuff. I made belts, I made shirts, I had like a whole entranceway and everything. I was the guy who made all the stuff.
That is killer. So, what did you make this out of?
It's paper.
That's paper? That looks metal.
Yeah, it's this kind of real reflective paper I got at the Michael's. The first ones they only had the silver, and I had to figure something else out for the gold. And I did like this gold leaf stuff that it's got kind of a texture to it.
Right.
But so just paper and like a thicker paper to kind of get a dimension to it.
This is pretty cool. And how long did this? And this was a backyard faction you did with your friends when you were younger. You said.
Yeah, we probably did it.
How many times
I
were
don't
you the
know.
world champion? Are you a 16-time, 2-time, 4-time?
The way we threw belts around at that point, probably. Yeah, I was. I don't know. I a few times, I guess. There are probably some videos somewhere of me holding the belt.
So you guys recorded this stuff too, right?
We did. It was kind of pre-YouTube. It was like 2002, 2003.
Okay.
Upload
them things.
So, yeah, I don't have the tapes anymore. There are a couple. We put up a couple kind of entrance video things that I have on my YouTube, but it's just 2 videos.
I like the television championship. That's what's awesome to me, is that the television championship is up here. And Mark likes it too, because he made his. What is the strap made out of?
Just vinyl. Went to the fabric store and found some vinyl, and
you even got the snaps. So yeah, a lot of people are, I don't know if you can see the comments, or you're watching. It looks better than a lot of Pakistani made belts. It does. I mean, it's killer. What was the name of is it HWF? What was the faction name?
HWF. It was Hellbound Wrestling Federation.
Hellbound Wrestling. Ethan?
I can do it.
That is killer, buddy. That is killer. And you still have these today. These are just pictures. You have them still, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Don't ever get rid of them. Would you mind posting them up on some of the groups? So a lot of CBB, and I know Ben would want to see them up on there. Wide World of Belts. Love those wrestling belts. Would you please?
I think I posted one of them at one point. I did. I actually had Great Custom Belts do a version of the World Championship that I haven't got on leather yet, but I'm working on that.
Okay, well, we would love to see that. We would love to debut it here on the channel when you got it, with both of them. We bring you on live. We'd love to do that, even if it's in the middle of the afternoon. Yeah, I'm retired. I'm at home. If you ever if you ever want to do the unboxing with us, I'd be honored to do that. I'd love to see it. I mean, I'm ecstatic to this stuff. I know our guys in the chat are loving it, isn't it? I mean, this is what the hobby is about, is this type of stuff, and working on it. Yeah, it brings back your inner child, and what these belts mean to me. And then I know, Adam, for you too, you see guys argue over this stupid stuff of how this looked or hear that, and take us back to these days when we're making this, and how much we would have loved these belts that show up from Pakistan all scratched up and beat up. We'd have killed for those, right?
Yeah. I mean, I have a, I don't know, I somehow got my father to get me a one of the big eagles from Figs Inc. back when they first came out, and at the time I thought it was great. And these days the new stuff
blows it away.
It pales in comparison. But.
Absolutely, it does. Absolutely, it does. Well, buddy, Adam, I appreciate you calling in, man. Thanks so much for taking the time to share something personal that you made. I absolutely love it, and thank you for sharing it here on DDK, buddy.
No problem. Happy to join you.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, buddy. Everybody give a round of applause from Adam. Hit him up, get those pictures, and post them up. Thank you, Adam. Have a good one, buddy.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
How awesome was that? Now that's what I'm talking about.
I wish I had the attention span growing up to do that shit. Like, I just didn't have. Excuse me. I just didn't have the attention span.
Yeah, it's I think it's killer for that. Does everybody see me making this so that it can look better on the screen? Is it moving around for you guys? Just moving it so we can see it a little bit better. We got something coming up. Sometimes you make these overlays and then you hit the wrong button, and then it messes up the overlay, and then you have to start all over. So hopefully that looks better for a little later on with the media outlet. But thanks so much to Adam for sharing that. That is just absolutely killer. We like it. We appreciate you sharing it with us. and messaging me. And if you have something, similar to that and you ever want to show off stuff, like I said, this show is for you, about you. You're a part of the show. Each and every one of you guys' comments out there. I hope I didn't miss any starting up. Just followed on X. Hey, appreciate it, buddy. Thanks so much. Because once we get up to 100, I'll start giving away stuff on there too. I like setting goals to hear everything and to get everything. We're apologizing for the echo. Good to see you guys out there. Good to see you, Ben Walker. Hope you're healthy and doing good. You got diabetes, and that's a bad disease to have on the body, and we're hoping every day. I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks so much. Andy in the house. Everybody in the house. Everybody. Woo.
Oh,
Y'all
and
just
Kev, just a subscriber check-in, 710.
What's that?
A subscriber check-in at 710.
I thought we were at 690 something yesterday, or 680 something. What are we at today?
710. I just looked.
All right. Give a congratulations for you guys out there. You guys are great. I know you've supported that Classic Shields interview. We worked very, very hard on that interview. We're going to talk about this next right now and get you guys' input. I mentioned two guys on the show. That's why I wanted to get them on the hotline before we get to our guest real quick. And the same with Ethan. We had that yeah, we would have, absolutely. And sometimes we argue over this stuff and we shun some people out for having a belt that, whether they can afford it or can't afford it. You can't, post it in certain groups with that. I'm just not for that. There is our guest calling. We're going to put him on hold just a second. Mark, can you hear us? All right. So are you going to be on hold just for 1 second while we get this ready for you? What we're talking about was the Classic Shields interview. We had that interview. They do. All belts absolutely matter. They do. It's a pretty cool thing. If you're listening on phone, if you call in on your phone, please mute the show so that we can't hear it in the background. Just the show part. That way we can just hear you on the thing. We're doing great, buddy. We really appreciate you joining us. But we had the Classic Shields interview. And they had a little issue that they needed to work out with Ethan, the reason why he wasn't on the show. But I went forward ahead with it because it was very important to get the certain questions that we had that needed asking by the community. Ethan, what was your, and guys in the chat too, what was your overall impressions of the interview? What'd you think of the interview? I thought I was fair and balanced. All them guys telling that we were going to ambush them on the channel or ask, we just asked honest questions about the shipping, about this. And then, we praised and loved how we liked those belts because they do. Their quality is really second to anybody's. They're great. But what'd you think of the interview, Ethan? Let you have the floor here.
No, I thought it was fair and everything. And, especially those people, like you said, that try to make it into something it wasn't going to be, and it was never going to be. It was never going to be an ambush. It was never going to be anything.
Yeah, the people that started that crap.
But on the flip side, though, we weren't going to give them a softball. It wasn't going to be just a softball t-ball game where you regurgitated the same style of interview that happened a couple years ago, where it's you spend 10 minutes talking about a laser cutting machine and how many leathers they cut and things like that. That's been there, done that, So, as far as information goes, there was some, I don't want to say misinformation, but there's information that everybody else had that they kind of refuted, because we were told that this exclusive series, they got a Reggie in hand, and Mike Cromer did it, and it was that's what some people said, that it was it was taken down to the T, and it was etched multiple times for clarity and yada yada, and Ishmael, well, we hand drew the wings. So there's that kind of stuff I would like to elaborate on more, and they don't reach out to me. I didn't expect them to. I'm just have you
emailed to them their email?
No, I don't chase, because in a situation where I feel like I'm not wrong, I'm not gonna back down. There's no as much of as a customer as I was, there's no reason for me not to be able to disagree with a price point or how you're trying to manipulate a belt to cater to a price point. I think if you have more correct artwork, that should be given to the customer, and it shouldn't be something where you got to spend another $1,600 to get the correct artwork.
Yeah. This question was interesting when I asked them, do they have any in his house? No, they were all at work. Yeah, they don't seem like wrestling fans. It's a business to them, and that was fine and understandable. I found it interesting that, that the only guys that are making the belts are the actual brothers. So it's three and him. And he said that he really didn't do much of the making. He does the design and he was the overlead and whatever. So it's three guys making the belt. I think that's where the delays are getting from. And that's why I asked the question. I was like, hey, have you ever figured out, getting more people in? He says, no, because it's a certain skill. And that I get too. But I would hope maybe one day that they would, start to train some other people. Maybe they'd want it to keep it a family business and this, that, and the other. Okay. But I learned a lot, and when they moved in the new building 2019, but they were honest they understood that they had issues with communications, whatever. And I did like that they did say, hey, don't use Messenger to get us update because it goes all the way down and I can get that, or the spam. Use the email. So now nobody has an excuse on the other side to say that I didn't get an update that he says that he uses the email going forward.
No, for sure.
This is interesting now. Yeah, because I was at that was the biggest thing in my inbox is, oh my God, they said they've never had a Reggie in hand or don't own one. That's what I've been told the exclusive series was also off of, if they had a one in hand. And I guess, stumbled into that question because, we all wanted to know what made it exclusives. That was great that they made it the hand drawn and they did some extra things and this, that, and the other. And I wanted to know the differences between the two. But I would have hoped that they would get at some point get an actual one in there, and then you can just scan the thing, and then you're going to be right on point.
But it still remains to me you're selling off-brand Cheerios at $1,600, and now you're selling Honey Nut Cheerios.
Ethan's froze just a little bit, so while he's refreezing and coming back in, there he is.
All right. Well, you're selling off-brand Honey Nut Cheerios at $1,600. Now you're selling Honey Nut Cheerios at $3,400.
It's 1,900. He corrected me. The
1,900. Yeah,
with the banner on it, and is 1,900. I think without the banner, it's a little bit cheaper.
So I mean,
yeah, and that's too. But I wanted to be fair. Their quality is absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that, you ridicule Omi. People in this hobby ridicule Omi, and I've been there, done that. I have made fun of it, whatever, about, Omi's V7 artwork versus V8 artwork versus, but there's not a 70% upcharge when Omi updates it.
Yeah, Jerry, I agree. I mean, I told them what we're gonna talk about, and the main things I wanted questions to is you get a bad review, you spend 3 or 4 days going back and forth with that person. That could be used for updating your folks, and I said the flip side of it too. If you had a problem with Classic Shields and you email them and you didn't get the response, then I understand going public, but try to handle it first. Behind the doors. I did find it interesting that they produce belts for other people. They make things for other people. That was pretty interesting. And I'm going to follow up in a couple days. You know what I did? I did like that they're family owned and operated. But did you notice the only time that he smiled was when he was talking about his dad? When he talked about his dad. Now I did like that. That pulled at my string. That he, his father works back there and he makes the trophy parts and he does the trophy stuff. And his dad's an early riser. It sounds like the dad is the one that'll whip the snot out of you if you don't get some stuff. And they've been in a business for 100 years.
Yeah. With the trophies and everything else to do.
Yeah, doing some stuff. That was pretty cool. We found out that they import their plates. We found out that they don't import their leather, but they got a new leather guy that they went to get the specific leather that they want. It's not camel. It's cowhide. Well, And that's with anything. I'm never going to knock somebody what they charge because that's their price. Just like when somebody sells a belt, I'm not going to talk it. If they can get it, they can get it. If they don't, then the
But
market will be competitive.
as a business owner, you should heed the complaint and really listen to it, because I've spent thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars with you. So it's not a money issue as much as it's a business tactic that I don't agree with.
Okay, that's fair enough. The other thing that I found interesting, done lost my thought. But we got on the phone here because I did. The thing about just if you got a bad review, I would think, you see a lot of great. It's like a good meal. When you get a good meal, you usually don't post about it. When you have a bad taste, you go out and you post everywhere about it. But we do see a lot of people posting their great belts. Oh, another great classic shield. That's great. That's great. It's great. And then and we don't really pay attention to that much. We pay attention to the bad ones. But I think for me, when I pay attention to the bad ones or if there's an issue, and I told him, and he agreed with it. I said, I would view classic shields double good with that. If you saw, hey, we're sorry about that happened. Message me right now and we'll fix it behind the scenes, whatever it may be. To me, that's the way I handle my businesses and the things that we do. Because if you do that, I think that's doubly good that you're not trying to argue and this, that, and the other. You don't agree? I think.
But I also question though how many people did what I did and got things that were defective, but you put them forward and you didn't mention it, or you kind of glossed over it, didn't make it an issue, and just kept it on the QT.
Right.
And something I'll never do again. That's just not going to happen.
Right. Live on the hotline, because we mentioned a little situation, and I tried to keep it with mine about my 22 months and why it was this. And they told me, sometimes all the way through the process, they have to start over. And with just a couple of guys there, that's the way it is. And he says, no, it doesn't go back in the queue. It goes into if yours is almost always done, then and we have to start remaking it over. I said, well, that's the process of I'm talking about, that you got to let somebody know. Because I did say, my process was that you guys let me know it was going out the end of the month, and 4 months later it didn't. That's when it finally go out. And he said that was something that they had to fix on. And I suggested to him, I said, hey, keep whatever. Get some of these bags that are reusable, stick whatever you're working in on there, a padded bag like a bank bag, and there's a piece of paper in there. And when it goes to a new stage, you have to physically check off that you've updated the person. He said they didn't mind giving you an update every month. Okay, then that's fine. Every month you can ask for a new update. I don't recommend bothering makers like that. If they say 6 to 9, if they say 6 to 12, 8 to 12 months is what their time frame is, I would think that you'd have 2 updates in there, and the third one that it's getting ready to go out and showing you the pictures and that kind of thing. But I do thank Classic Shields for their time. I thank them for coming on. And for those people that tried to sabotage my podcast because of people that have different opinions or have had bad issues with them, nobody sabotaged them on that interview. Nobody attacked them on that interview. We were kind, whatever. How can I attack? Ethan, tell me, how can I attack? How can I be against, 12 of these up here are Classic Shields belts.
It made no sense. It just made zero sense.
No, and it was very, it was hurtful what was done to me. It was spiteful what was done to this program. 1 hour till that started. I know who you are. I have the screenshots. And if you mess with my business again, I will promise you I'll end yours. Stay in your lane, because I'll never drift out of mine. No drunk driving here. Next on the program right here, I'm going to bring on Mark Magger to talk about what he thought about the interview. He was one of the people that they said, oh, well, he's got links to Mark Maggard and you shouldn't go on. I want to see what he thought about the program. Mark Maggard, welcome to the program on the DDK hotline. How you doing today, buddy?
Good, thank you. Is it safe?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It just that starts to tingle the back of my head what was done to me.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, I understand. I thought you did a great job with the interview. I don't think they were completely forthcoming with some of the things they said as far as the wait times and the communication. When I ordered I just ordered plates. When I ordered my plates, they quoted me a 12-month wait time. It took 26 months to get my plates, and this was after periods of 2, sometimes 3 months where I did not get any updates. And I didn't bother them for 9 or 10 months. I waited because they said it'd take a year. I waited about 9 months to 10 months, and I said, "Hey, where you at on it?" And they barely started on it.
Fair point.
And so, and you had mentioned during the interview, and you said on your show before that they did make it good. They did send me replacement side plates when I got the paint damaged on the side plates, but that was not without aggravation itself. I mean, there was back and forth. They went, well, all I did, they told me how to fix the paint, which you spend $1,800 on a set of plates. You expect to not have to go back and fix their paint work. So all I had done was just put a post out there with a picture of the stripped plates saying, I've got to repaint these. And they went on the attack. That is not good customer service. I didn't trash them. I just said, I've got to repaint these plates. They took that as an offense and started the attack. So that's my experience.
Right. Hey, Jerry, to your comment, I know you're a new guy in the hobby. It shouldn't take that long. They never really gave me an answer why mine did. But they do start out telling you 8 to 12 months, and then it just ends up taking that dang long. And the good saving graces is, and I would recommend to people, if and this is just my recommendation, I guarantee I'm going to get clapped on this or hated on this for. But if you're told 8 to 12 months and you've got an update and they've not told you there's no issue and you don't hear anything, and then it's 12 months and you don't feel like you've got a good enough explanation why you're back 12 months, then just ask for your money back. And the good thing about it is you're only putting $25 to $100 down. He said, yes, you just put $25 down, you're in the queue and you're in the order. So you can easily get that $25 back. And my situation would be if you're at that 12-month mark and they've not updated you to saying why it's going past it, or you don't feel comfortable with it, then just ask for your money back and get it going. And I'm sure that they might be okay with that too, because they're obviously going to sell that belt and they're going to sell it for a raffle or something like that. But no, it should not take that long for a belt. Mine was ordered after they moved into their new place. That's why I wanted to be specific about the time when they said that they got in there 2019. What else? What do you got, Ethan?
What did they say their current kind of wait time is for a single layer? Was it 6 to 8 months?
Did they say anything? I just thought there was a flat 8 to 12 months as your time frame. And they said the hardest to make was the AEW and the AEW and Mark's belt, the dome globe, because all the pieces was a little bit hard. But they didn't say that took longer. They just said that was the most difficult one to do. Did you hear anything different, Mark? Or maybe somebody out there remembers?
I heard 6 to 8 months is what I think I heard.
On the one layer thing, or that Ethan's talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. There you go.
Yes.
I wish I wasn't blocked, because I almost want to challenge that and order a belt just to see.
And Reggie got behind because of a stupid idiot that started helping him. That's when that stuff started happening. Because all four of my early on Reggies before, what's his name that took over? I forget his name. No, he had a helper. But I would. Ringo. Yeah.
Rico Man.
Yeah. Before he started taking over, Reggie's weights weren't that way. I got my 4 belts in under 4 months. That was 2001 to 2004. I think Rigo started 2006 to that when Reggie had to start putting the Reggie the copyright and start numbering them, because WWF came down on him and NWA said, well, I guess we got to do it too, that kind of thing. But
I want to address Jerry Bonner's comment. He put a comment. Do you think if you put a bigger deposit down, they would prioritize? Well, I actually made the mistake of giving him $300 because I thought they were prioritized on it. And that's why I stayed in it so long, because I was afraid I would lose that amount of money. I didn't think they'd refund me.
Oh, Ed. Okay. Maybe Reggie was.
That's why. Yeah, if I'd have put $25 down, I'd have gotten out of a long time ago. But
yeah, and do you still own that belt, Mark?
No, I sold it. The experience of waiting 26 months plus.
Yeah.
Well, the experience of waiting the 26 months, and then the aggravation of the paint, and then the aggravation of the back and forth and trying to slander me, and it just took the joy away from it for me. And I just couldn't look at that belt and be happy with it. It just brings back all that. So I sold it.
That stinks, man. Because I know as a friend of yours, you were talking about that for a long time. I stayed into mine and I got it, and I absolutely love it. The quality is absolutely spectacular. I'm sorry I had to wait that long to get it. hopefully with this new email system and some of the things that they say they're going to do differently, that things will be a little bit different. I think you just have to take this new process starting forward as a new page and see what happens and see if we have these issues. See if these issues go forward. But I'm sorry what happened to you and Mark, and I know, Mark, you've never come on this program and dragged them through the mud. I know Ethan's never dragged them through the mud. Nobody we've ever had has come on here. No maker. We've had, middlemen come on here. Nobody's ever trashed Classic Shields, this, that, and the other. But I'm not, in this program, is not going to just have somebody on there just to push without asking even Colin of C4, when we had him on here, I asked the questions. I said, well, what makes this $4,000? What makes this so great? And I asked the questions. I said, well, did you use this leather? Why did you do this? And why are we plating this way? People want these questions, and I don't want to produce a show or do a show to where everybody's like, this is just a promo. We want the questions answered. We want to know what's different and things like that.
If you want to watch T-ball, go to the park.
Yeah. And let me go on record saying that they do beautiful work. They do. I not only held the dome glow plates I had, but I've had a couple of people send me plates that they bought from Classic Shields that I related. I think NWA tag. There was 10 pounds of silver. They do beautiful work. If their customer service was at the level of the craftsmanship, they would be hard to beat. They just need to improve on their customer service.
Again, I agree, and given this is a hobby, we're spending money on a hobby. This is an experience.
Yeah, Rico.
I want it to be a good experience. I don't want it to be filled with negativity and lies and
True.
Just I want to buy a belt. I want to get it quicker. I think it's not unreasonable to buy a belt and want it quicker than it is to birth a child.
Mendoza, you better hit Stone Cold. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, yeah. I'm anxious. We have our belt that's coming that we're giving away. We're doing that with Pinfall and Mendoza Craft, and to get that belt in 6 to 8 weeks on American leather and HD acid etch. We showed that stuff off the other day. I am so impressed from what I'm seeing with Mendoza, the professionalism, and I wish them very much success. We've seen other people that you go to with X-Men and Championship King, and we try to put people on this program that we trust, and pages that we trust, and people that we trust, and we try to give you the honest answers. And like I said, this is a show for you about the show. And when you ask your questions and you email me your questions or this, that, and the other to ask somebody, I'm going to do it, and we're going to be professional and thorough on this program, and we're going to be fair most of all. Mark, I really appreciate you joining me, buddy. Thanks for your time. And like I said, I'm sorry that this happened, and I know you're a good person, and we appreciate your time, buddy.
Thank you for having me on.
What you got coming up on? Because you got some belts for sale, so people don't want to miss them. You go through your belts that you got for sale real quick.
Yeah, the one we talked about earlier. I didn't send you a picture of it because it's not done yet.
Okay.
I want to finish it first, but I have a NWA Georgia TV Championship 275 ship. That's the crayon belt. I'm also selling my Rizwan Crumb Rind. It's brass, but it's just absolutely beautiful. 24 karat gold, hand carved. Just absolutely beautiful. I'm selling it for $650 shipped. And I think that's it. All
right. And what you got coming up on Thursday on the show? What you going to talk about a little bit?
I'm still putting it together.
Okay.
We're going to talk a little bit about your interview. We're going to talk about Samantha Irvin, abruptly leaving WWE, and Lillian Garcia coming back, and whatever else happens to come up.
All right. We appreciate everybody. Thanks, Mark Maggard. Appreciate your time, buddy. Mark Maggard, everybody, from Spinning the Globe Podcast.
Thank you.
That was cool. Appreciate him jumping in and talking with us here. We got it's sad people order from them, wait so long, lose interest. Yeah, and I have seen that so many times. That's a great point Ben just said here, and I think Mark was commenting on it too. That people wait for it for so long, and then they get it. That it's turned them off, and that's sad. But we wish Classic Shields the best, and hopefully they'll come back on our program. They said they're going to do a their new exclusive is the WWF tag. So we wish them success on that, and we hope that their stuff improves. But their belts are absolutely spectacular. They really are. And we hope that the wait times improve, and hopefully this gave you guys answers to your questions. And Ethan, did you want to wrap it up or close anything with what you said? I know some personal things with the other thing. If you wanted to touch on that, you can say whatever you want.
The other thing
with the other show or anything like that, or
no, I just at the end of the day, look, this is we're just knowledge, some information, and just have a good time doing something we're trying to decompress and enjoy. With Classic Shields, like I said, I don't expect them to reach out. They're a giant business. I'm a nobody, so I don't expect that. So please don't think I do. With other podcasts and just things like that, it's there's enough space for everybody. Like you don't have to be that guy. Dude, PMs are open. You want to talk? You want to anything? You feel like you've been undercut? Whatever, but to mess up Kevin, what he's working hard to do, and then you passively aggressive post like random weird posts. It's just not a good look.
I'll let everybody out there know that they tried to ruin this one too. There was messages 15, 20 minutes beforehand that were done that were trying to mess that one up. Don't do it. I'm warning you. If you own a business,
now what do you look like?
The only tough questions we asked were about your wait times and your communications. If that's tough questions, then you don't need to be in business. Everybody wanted to know why. Everybody wanted to know what made the exclusive series exclusive, how that happened, and
you had every opportunity in the world to sit here and be like, so Classic Shields. We all know you guys are the best of the game, and you guys just are the greatest. And I just want to hear about your laser cutters and just how great you are. You could have done that, but we're not going to do that. And you're not going to do that. And I appreciate you not doing that. And
no, I mean, I gave high praise, but there's just questions, but I didn't attack them. If anybody else felt that there was an attacking interview that they were going to get, let me know. But that's that. But we've got our guests now to join us. Look at him back there. Oh, wait a minute. He's making out with his wife. What are they doing? I didn't know you could do that with a wrestling belt. No, I'm just kidding. But hopefully you guys all like that interview. We appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I can order for anybody. No, I don't know why. Well, they did say because of the hand-drawn artwork, the box that you were getting, the coin, their answer to that. I appreciate it. Thank you. It is hard to interview them. There's a little bit of language barrier, and they're very, very serious about what they do. So it's kind of hard for them to loosen up. I was glad that he loosened up talking about his dad. That tugged at my heart, not having my dad anymore. And I told him, appreciate that time that you got. But they did answer the question. I don't know whether people believe it's worth that or not. That's up to you. But they did say why they're charging for what it is. And yeah, that what comes around goes around. When you do that to people on we're only, a 500 sub channel. Oh, well, no. What would you say we're up to now?
710, brother.
A 700 sub channel, when some of these channels out there got thousands and thousands. To do that to somebody, was just not right. Because I watch and I tell you guys, I've never told you not to support anything. I told you watch podcasts, support the hobby, grow the hobby, and do good. Like Ben says, leave it money for and this guy's got a great YouTube page. Him and David Bavel, he's got a pretty good one that he's trying to work out. He's honest with what he does. Hammer's got a great YouTube channel, so check out those channels. Support the stuff, support the people that come on this show. But we're thankful for that. Each and every one of you do that, and we thank you. But now we want to bring on a guy that is he is also a middleman, and he is a middleman, and he does great work, and he's a good guy in the hobby, and he's well trusted. Even though he lives near the Seattle area or lives with a bunch of crazy people out there, he's one of the good guys. So we've sent him a trunk full of guns in case any of those crazy guys go crazy over there. But he's got a new venture, and we want to welcome to the program our buddy here, Dustin, and he's going to tell us about some new neon. Y'all see that?
It was freaking me out too, bro.
Stinking time. That light does that back there. Dustin, send me a light. But he's got some new neon sign lights that he's going to chub up. So we're going to welcome to the program Mr. Dustin King. There he is. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Not a lot. Enjoying the show. Enjoying the show from the backstage.
Awesome. Did you get a chance to see some of the CS interview?
I have not. This past week's been crazy. A lot of traveling. Spent some time in Texas, California, Arizona, Utah, and Washington. So, no.
I mean, all you had to do was see your son getting his pilot wings. I mean, what CS my interview was more important than that, right? Congratulations to your son. What's your son's name?
Kobe.
Kobe, congratulations.
Thank you.
Please don't choose Spirit. Don't fly Spirit. Don't be a pilot for them. They're crashing everything over there.
United. Stick with United.
There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Fly the friendly skies. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it was a great way to spend my birthday.
Oh, that was great. And I know you are so proud of your son.
Yeah. It was a long
That's
day.
amazing.
12 hours in the air and in the airport, but it was worth it.
Yeah, that's killer. That's killer. A good middleman. Yes, he is. He's right here in front of us. Quit talking about him, Mendoza. You're like, you see, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that light in the back. I think I got to get from Dustin.
Oh, if
Dustin,
his lights give him seizures, mine are going to jack him
oh,
up.
yeah, they're going to give you a squawking. So tell us about you do Championship King with your maker, and now you're doing these signs. Tell us all about this and how this came about, and what you can offer these folks out there.
So the signs came out of the original two that I ordered are the WCW Saturday Night and the Saturday Night's Main Event. I got them from a different source, relatively good price. The company I bought them from was Stash Pages. They were limited edition, so unfortunately they stopped carrying them. But I got the two Saturday nights from them. Wanted to display them with the belts like you see back here. Was looking for a NWA sign, so I done the NWA Power Hour. I had that custom made. I decided I want to do the WCW Monday Nitro afterwards. So started looking into that. Got prices. They originally quoted me about $750 for it, which is crazy, right? So started looking for other options. Was able to connect with.
How much? I'm sorry. How much?
$750.
Good Lord.
So the NWA Power Hour here was $450. That's what I paid for it. The two Saturday nights ones were about $300 each. They're a little bit smaller. When I wanted to get the Nitro, it was $750. You can see size on it. It's about 2 feet tall, 1.5 feet wide. And then you can't see it here, but let me adjust my camera. I know it's kind of bright, but there's a
Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Let me.
Dustin just messed up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Johnny's just seen all those DVDs, bro. He's gonna inbox you tomorrow.
Who was that? Who?
I said Gianni just saw DVDs. He's gonna inbox you.
Oh well, shit. Give me a second.
We're going to pull up here the pictures that Dustin sent us of some of the stuff, which is very cool. We're going to look at that here. Oh, wow. Gianni's
He's rock hard right now.
So, yeah. So again, I wanted to get the Nitro one. That was the most important one for me personally.
Right.
When I got that price quote, I just went into, business mode. I wanted to find a different option, cheaper retail. So I was able to source it out, find out who made it, negotiate pricing on it, and was able to lower the retail on it. So now that one from $750 is about $500. So still an expensive item for the nitro one. Everything is based off of size, but substantially, $250 cheaper is $250 cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's some of these that we're looking at right now.
I need that Saturday night's main event.
Ethan, that is the one everybody asks about.
That's childhood right there for me.
I'm going to replace that one eventually. I want to get a primetime wrestling. So I'll probably put that one up for sale eventually. But we can make them as well. Here's some of the ones I've got. They were supposed to have been delivered yesterday, but UPS is running behind. So there's a nitro one to match my nitro behind me. The lighting on that is orange. It looks yellow in there. WCW Saturday Night to again match the one behind me. And then
NWA Power
Hour, which is probably my favorite out of all the ones I have.
Yeah, I want to see this top part here.
Uh-huh.
That NWA and like, could he do it in like a green?
Yeah,
the green and just make those letters green. Would show up good green with a neon? Because these are kind of neon. Like, I wonder if
they are neon. Now I did have a green one about a year ago.
Did it look all right in green or not?
Yeah, it was smaller. Actually, I sent you pictures of it back then. I'll go back and resend it again. I'll find the old photos.
Okay, I think I would just like that NWA thing. I think I'd like to. It'd be really cool for guys that have them on the wall like this, and just behind on the wall that's each whatever the WWF shelf and this shelf and that shelf. Oh, that'd be.
Well, if you look at my photo of my belt wall, that's basically what I've done. I have my WWF collection, my WCW collection, and my NWA collection.
Look who's joining us all the way from Australia. The owner of C4 Authentic Belts, Colin. How you doing, buddy? Glad you can tune in. Glad you can tune in. So yeah. These are just killer. And you wanted to do this just because you found it was so expensive, and you got with who was it again that you said you went to? Was it your maker? You said.
Yeah. So when I got the package list from the Nitro one, they came from Pakistan. So this maker who is making these signs comes from Pakistan. So I go into, sales mode. I'm in sales for a living. So I go into production and supply chain and find out where they come from, and I'm able to adjust and make better costs. So.
I mean, that's just awesome. Hey, Colin, you need one for C4 Authentic Belts. You need your logo.
Good. So that's one thing you and I talked about earlier. Everything is customizable. It's not just wrestling. Obviously, I'm involved with the wrestling belts, so that's what we're going to start with. But I've had some requests for energy drink logos. I've had requests for podcast logos, charity logos. So everything is based off of size, depending on how high. There you go. Everything is based off of size, depending on how big you want to go. So prices are going to vary, but I will give you the best price I possibly can on each one. Unfortunately, like with belts, I try to do everything transparent. This is the price of a 4mm zinc belt, so you know what you're getting into. With the signs, it's going to be a little bit different just because they're all custom made.
Right. How does it work with how small you can go to make something? Is there something, people see, something that's the size of a manila envelope, the big, am I saying that right? The big manila envelope that's like 12 inches by 12 inches. Is there a size that you can get down to there, or does it have to be?
It depends on what the logo is. So let me pull up the sizes on the ones we're looking at here. So the Monday Nitro one is 45 inches by 48 inches. The Saturday Night is 21 by 36. The Power Hour is 18 by 36. And then the two block logos are 18 by 24. So it just depends on how small you want to go.
There you go. You got a thumbs up from Colin there.
Appreciate it, Colin. Thank you. I am a fan of your work.
Isn't it? Isn't it what he's done? Taking it to you're a middleman and you sell belts and you sell a CARMINE. Isn't it amazing what he's done to take this hobby to?
I
The partnership with CARMINE
very often.
I thought you guys didn't.
We do.
No,
I offer
my fault.
But typically, I'm gonna send them to better quality.
That's right. That's right, Colin. Have that on there. Yes.
Colin,
yes. Get one, Colin.
Message and we'll work out a deal.
There you go, Colin. There you go. He'll that's good business for him. All the shows and stuff that you do. Hey, Stone Cold, I appreciate it. I hope you'll check the rest of the show because we got CARMINE talking about his little coins that didn't mean to say little coin, but they are small. The belt coins that he's rebooting. So you want to check that out. Thank you so much for your support. Good night, buddy. See, do you remember the cost for what?
Give me a second, Johnny. I'll get you that price.
There's Gianni going.
That's all right. It's Gianni. You gotta love him, right?
Dude.
Well, when you do go to unload the Saturday night, when you do go to unload the Saturday night's main event, let me grab first dibs on that one.
You might have to fight CARMINE over it, but I will let you know.
Oh, that won't be a fight.
CARMINE doesn't need that shit.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't need it. I'm overthrowing CARMINE right now. CARMINE,
everybody appreciate
you're watching, listening. You just got overthrown,
dude.
All right.
Yeah.
So Gianni, the cubes, they come in 20 pack. So this is, I think, maybe 3 boxes behind me. They're $76.79 on eBay for the cubes, and then you build them yourself. Mine are 14 by 14, which I highly recommend. They do offer them 12 by 12, but if you're doing something like a CARMINE or thicker, like a Mid-South North American, they're not going to fit in a 12 by 12. So I suggest the 14 by 14 cubes behind me.
And they do not take Facebook Pay, Gianni.
Oh, here you go. He said, "Thanks, Dustin." There you go. So there we go.
No problem.
Got a sale going on right here. 45, 50, 55, 65, 70, 75, 85, 90, so there we go. There we go. Thank you. You're welcome, Gianni. Not thank you to me. I'm putting up your comments, bro. What when you give the price, will that include shipping to them too, or is that different? Or does that not include shipping when you give the price?
Shipping is going to be unique because typically when I sell a belt, so if I'm selling a belt, right, it goes into boxes I pre-order. With the neons, depending on the size, I've got to have them packed at UPS. So it depends on what size it is. So shipping is going to vary. I tend to use pirate ship for most of my shipping costs, which drives down my shipping considerably. I can 3-day ship you from Washington to North Carolina for $44 versus
Holy
if you
crap.
went to UPS, it's going to cost you $120.
Yeah, more than that. More than that. Because me and Ethan, when going to California, we're way over that. UPS was like $210 one time. I was like, "Ready?" I was like, "Hey, here's my." Oh, I can't say that. Here's my.
So I'll send you the link to pirateship.com.
Yeah,
and that's considerably cheaper. I've probably saved $6,000 in the past 8 years with them.
That is true. He has an AC unit, a window unit. He can't have the sign.
We don't want to overload his breaker.
Use pirate shit. There you go. Hey, I thought you were going to bed. Stone Cold stalking us. I don't use Facebook page, but Johnny's having a hail to pit. You know, I'm just messing with you, Johnny. But these, I think these are really cool. I think for people that want the logos with their thing, their belts, the signs, I think it's a great idea. And you bringing it cheaper, because I've looked into these things before. I know we've talked about it before, and we've been talking about, you know, how expensive these things were. I think it's incredibly smart for you to get into this type of thing, and this is why we do this show to show you these cool things. And I mean, there's so many different WWF logos you can use, the colors you can use, the signs that you can say. You can do somebody's name, guys. You can design a ring, a wrestling ring, and just have over your stuff. There's a lot of simple things, and try to make it simple. Don't try to make it too much detail, because I think that's what you were talking about. The harder the detail, the harder it's going to be when the lighting's set up. And if it has, you know, it's meant to be, you know, easy lines.
Yeah, exactly. It's just because you're looking at the size, right? So the Nitro, for example, is pretty busy. In order to get the detail in the WCW logo, the Nitro logo, the TNT, it's going to be a big piece. If you're looking for the WWF, it's a lot smaller, right? I see your New York Mets in the back. You know, when I order my Dodgers World Series neon in a month or a couple of weeks, you know,
The feed went out there. I'm sorry about that. The feed went
Haven't
out.
we banned him from the hobby yet? Like,
Wait a minute. We got
guy's like a herpy.
gatekeepers to the Double Dropkick podcast.
We'll have a chat about this tonight.
Oh, Carmine says he has 2 on order. What's he
so
getting?
Carmine is getting the Primetime Wrestling, and I believe I'll have to go back and look at the other one. I know one was Primetime, but Carmine's reached out to.
It's probably a custom Trump one. No, Carmine.
Cool.
I mean,
Cool.
I'm going to have a 47 at the end of the month too.
Just looking at that, I mean, when you get, there's little things that you see when you're an adult that give you that goosebump feel as a kid, and when you were walking into the stores or where all the magazines were and you saw that across there and you were waiting to lift it up to see who was on the cover of it. That's just, you should reach out to those guys and say, look, I got a sign. You guys need this sign in your thing, in your shop and whatever.
Yeah.
Are you going to create a new page, or is this going to be off of the page that you have currently with
everything right now is going to still continue to run off Championship King. That's the branding. That's what I'm going to we'll see, Carmine. We'll see.
I paged them. Hopefully they'll be here soon.
Yeah. So everything is going to run off the Championship King page.
Okay. All right.
And off of the Championship King group. It's just going to make it easier for me to manage the business, right? You know, if I've got multiple pages that I'm running, it's gets a little difficult.
Right.
Everything in this photo here that you've got pulled up is available for sale. It should be here in Washington tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, so all that is available right now that's in that picture.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you say the pricing on them now or no?
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead and let us know what the pricing is.
Let me pull it up real quick. Like I said, I try to be as transparent as possible.
Okay,
so
no worries.
The WWF block logos, both of those are $300 each. That's plus shipping. I don't think shipping will be extensively expensive. The NWA Power Hour is also $300. The WCW Saturday Night is $350, and the Nitro is $500 for any of your viewers.
That's
I
big.
can do $450.
Hey, there you go for our viewers tonight. And you see how big it is. Guys, I'm telling you, these signs are usually $700 to $1,200, $800, $1,200 that I have priced them in, especially that Nitro. Something that I looked up and I asked him before he came on. It was we were talking about the size of it, and it was like 2 feet by 2 feet that I got priced at for something, and it was $1,152. So this is a great deal that his maker can make these and make the stuff, and let's get him squared and centered. There he is.
So that's the sign there, and I've got a Nitro ready to ship today.
Carmine, I've sent you the hotline number for you being up next. So you have an extra one of that one, right?
Yep. Yeah, the Nitro's
well,
ready.
That's one of the picture that you have. Okay, that's up there, and and like I said, that's the
last additional one. I'll have that tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's an addition. You got 2 of those.
Yeah.
So hit him up for the custom stuff that you want. It's Championship King, correct?
Yes,
on
sir.
Facebook. Or they can just personally message you in your messenger, and you'll respond that way. And what's the wait time to get something made about?
So belts, I am 4 to 6 weeks. CNC are faster. Signs, we are looking at 4 weeks, and possibly sooner, but 4 weeks is what I'm going to quote.
Okay, all right, that's what we'll do. I just think that's pretty killer. That's pretty killer. I like what you're doing with these, and I think they'll be I think they'll be popular for folks.
And
I
I've got
think
some other stuff some irons in the fire too that you'll be seeing coming out soon as well.
we don't get the scoop. Oh, we want the scoop here. Give us a scoop here when you do what you've got coming up, and
I will let you know. I can't say anything yet.
all right. I mean, but I'm really itching for edible panties by Dustin King. So as soon as you get them,
Clothing is actually one thing I've looked into is some old classic wrestling T-shirts. So that is something that I'm looking into. And then we've got some other stuff.
Yeah, with the logo, with the things that are behind you. Yeah. That type of thing, or yeah, I think that would be kind of cool.
Rock and Roll Express shirts.
Yeah, because right now I'm just not paying almost $50 for a T-shirt at ProWrestlingTees.com. Y'all can kiss my tail for that.
No.
And then that's just a base T-shirt. If I have to, it's like and I look at it as like this. So this is a crappy T-shirt. It's going to mess up the worn. And I got to go up to almost $70 for a T-shirt for something that's better fabric. I don't agree with that. I don't like it.
So T-shirts are in the work, and then we've got another thing kind of in the works. I'll have those pretty soon.
Of course, he said he can make any type of thing. Just hit him up and
Yep.
I thought of all people, Gianni would want a Motel 6 sign.
No problem. We're just talking about these neon signs there, buddy. Behind him, he's a championship king. He's hello, buddy. He's making these new neon signs. You can get any sign, different sizes, your own logo, wrestling logos, anything you can kind of think of. Dustin's your man to do it over at Championship King at Facebook. So make sure you check him out. Watch the rest of the show. Is there anything else you wanted to add before we let you get out of here?
No, brother. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, as always. And look forward to the next time. We'll talk about some shields.
Absolutely. We need to do another middleman interview so that I get it on YouTube, because it used to be on Facebook. Now we're on YouTube. You make sure you're subbed, but now we're all on YouTube. I want one of your middleman interview. We did that series back when, but that was almost 8 months ago when we did it. It was only on a Facebook group. I want to be able to have it on YouTube for guys and go through the great middlemen of the hobby and stuff. I want to do that again too.
Yep. Let me know. We'll work it into the schedule.
All right. Absolutely. Everybody, Ethan, did you have anything to add to it, or?
No, phenomenal. Like I said, Carmine does not need that Saturday Night Main Event sign. So I'll pull rank on Carmine. Don't worry about him.
Yep, we're having Carmine calling the show. We've got him on hold right now. He'll be joining us in 30 seconds. In just a second, we'll talk to Carmine. But Dustin, we really appreciate it, buddy. Thanks so much, and you have a great night.
I'm going to in stock some of those Saturday Night Main Event signs.
Yeah, I think that's going to be your bigger seller, and maybe if your guy could produce them a little bit smaller too, that would be something to look into.
Yeah, the size, like I said, that's the most challenging part. But
yeah. That's pretty awesome. But Dustin, we thank you so much for coming on, buddy. Have a great night. Thanks so much for coming on Double Dropkick and talking about it. I appreciate your time.
Talk to you soon.
Dustin King of Championship King, everybody. Now that was cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought that was really, really, really cool. Those things I think a lot of people would like. I love it because it's, you put that on your wall in your man cave or on your behind your belt.
First reference I ever watched the Saturday Night's Main Event. That's why.
I think it's killer. And I think a lot of people would like those things. And we're getting ready to, let me pull up a couple things here for our guest. See if we can get him. Carmine, can you hear me? All right. I still don't have you on Bluetooth. Give me 1 second. Let me try it one more time. All right, we've got him there. We'll bring him on. Let me get this up here. 1 second. And
yo.
Yep, we'll introduce you in 1 second. Let me get your banner up here and what we're going to talk about. The last little bit of the show here. Folks, please welcome on the DD Hotline, live from New Jersey, Carmine Sabia. How you doing, Carmine?
I am... Oh, stop. You're too kind. You're too kind. Thank you.
There we go.
Yes.
So what's going on,
like
buddy?
a midget at a urinal, I have to be on my toes. What's going on, my friend?
Hold on. I'm calling BS on Carmine right now. Due to as many late night chats as we've been in, he's laying on his bed, hand on his side, phone on his ear. I guarantee you.
I
Well,
know.
my friend.
Are you?
Well, my friend, you're very close. I am not laying down though. I'm sitting. I am sitting, and that's because I'm having a drink. So
You're having a drink. What you drinking? What you drinking?
no, just water, man.
Oh, okay.
I've made the switch off of the Coca-Cola.
There you go. A lot of people like Dustin. He's a good dude of the hobby, and you got questions, and if you got belt questions and makers or people, you know, we were just talking before we came on the show about, you know, still too many people are buying stuff from people and makers without vetting them and posting. Those posts do not bother anybody in the hobby, and all these admins want you to post about who you're buying from and what you're buying. Even if, you know, if somebody comes on there saying, especially in our groups, what are you crazy? This is a good guy. He's been doing it for you. They didn't know they posted. Don't do that to somebody. If they're asking, they're asking.
No.
Yeah, he's a water.
If I was doing business right now and I didn't have my own hookups and doing my own thing, because obviously I've been in the hobby a while, so I got my own makers. But if I didn't want to deal with that and I was going to a middleman, it would be X-Man with Nick Carnival or Chris Stratton or Dustin King, who's been doing it forever without any complaints.
No pinfall.
And I'm really hyped. I'm really hyped about the sign.
Yes, I think it's a brilliant idea. Just like this idea that you got here that we're getting ready to talk about for 5 minutes here. The wrestling coins. It says here they're back, bigger, better, badder. Series 1, the wrestling coins. And before I get into the pricing and whatever, and before I talk about that, you had done these before, and I thought they were absolutely fantastic. I thought these coins were one of the best small things that we had in the hobby in a long, long time. I had said that people needed to make the coins. They're very, very cool. They're about 2 inches by 2 inches, or sometimes 3 inches by 3 inches. They were very, very, very cool idea and things. And then that it's kind of ended. But what has made you want to bring back these coins again, and what's going to be different this time?
Sure. So they ended because of the pandemic, and I think the economy just crashed and the interest. It was hard for people to get the spare money at that point because a lot of people sold them and this and that. But I remember, and you remember, Kevin, some of these coins, you know, I sold them for $50, and on the secondary market, they sold for $200 a coin because they were so rare. And people have been just hounding me, bring them back. And I decided, you know, I'm going to bring them back. I'm going to bring them back at a limited time. So a couple things are limited quantities. And so a couple things are different this time. We're going to try and go through the whole collection again. So if you missed these the first time and you were complaining that you missed them the first time, they're back. And we're going to do them in sets this time. So this is series 1. And how we used to do it, and you remember this, Kevin, was a subscription. You would subscribe every month. You'd be charged $50 or $60 depending for the coin. And we would send it. And the reason we did that is because it's hard to pay for them up front. But now that Pay in 4 exists on so many apps, we decided, let's bring them back. You can use Klarna, you can use Stripe, or you can use PayPal Pay in 4, or you can just pay up front. And we're going to bring them back limited time, limited quantities, I should say. And our first series, Kev, of course, as you know, is on your screen right now. It includes the Winged Eagle, the Hogan 85, the WCW television. For the first time ever, the Smoking Skull, but in gold. We had only done it in silver before. So this is the first time ever. Smoking Skull in gold. And what else? Which one? Did I miss any?
Now that we're done with that question, I was going to ask you what's the first series. The series 1, it says is what does it mean? No chasers. What's that mean?
Okay, so there's 2 types of sets available. So the no chaser sets is Winged Eagle all gold,
Hogan 85,
WCW television all gold, Hogan 85. Smoking Skull all gold, and then what's the fourth one?
The tag gold, WWF tag.
The tag gold, correct.
Okay.
Now the chaser set includes the chase for each one of those coins. So you have and those are very limited. There will only be 15 chasers made. You have the Winged Eagle dual plated. You have the silver WCW television, the dual-plated WWE tag, the Hogan 85, and the Silver Smoking Skull as well. And so there's a chaser for each one. Now, I know people are going to ask me this. These two questions are going to come up. So I'll announce it here first on Double Dropkick. That is, no, you cannot say I only want the and get that one coin. These are sold as a series set. You have to buy the whole series. Number two question I'm going to get asked is, I really want the dual-plated Winged Eagle, but not the old gold. Can I just get that, or can you switch them? I cannot.
Okay.
These are numbered.
So these are in sets, and these are the sets, and that's it. No mixing, matching. No, what did you get? What you get? No singles, no add-ons, no nothing. So what he's saying is Series 1 is Pack A. It is limited to 35 sets. Is that what you're saying for right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now.
You in that set for $300, you get a Winged Eagle Gold, Hogan 85. You get the WWF tag in gold. You get the WCW TV in gold, and you get the Smoking Skull in gold. Now, if you want to jump it up and get even more with Pack B, the Pack B includes chasers, or what is, as they're calling them, chasers. Those are only limited to 15 series. For $550, you will get the Winged Eagle, gold and dual plated. You'll get the Hogan 84 and 85. You'll get the tag, the WWF tag, gold and dual. You'll get the WCW TV, gold and dual, and you'll get the Smoking Skull in gold and silver. So the Pack A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. Pack B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 coins. And your website is www.squaredcirclecoins.com, squaredcirclescoins.com. That's where they order. And what are the time frame for these to be coming in, Carmine?
So January 2025 will be the shipping date for this. So right now they're on pre-order. That's how we've done it in the past. And when they are sold out, this is important. When they're sold out, they're sold out. There's no, Carmine, I missed it. Can I get another set? When they're gone, they're gone. Because like I said, they're numbered. So when they are gone, they are gone. The only other set that will exist is the number 0, which I will get a set of. The other thing that's a change is that the last coins are about 3 inches by 3 inches. That was the dimensions. These will be 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And if you know the coins and you had them, that may not sound like a major change. It is. A half inch on these coins is huge.
Now say that again. Sorry to interrupt you. Say that again about sizing again.
So they're a half inch bigger all the way around. So they're a half inch bigger length and width wise. And so that's a considerable size for the coin. You're talking about a 20% increase in size. So these are a bigger coin. They're a heftier coin. And they are, by the way, this is important too, they are made in America. And they are actually plated with real silver and real gold. Okay. Plated. They're zinc coins. They're plated. Just so we're clear.
Yeah, the overall size. I mean, people say you're a half inch bigger or whatever. What were they a half inch bigger from? Do you have the size of what they used to be?
Yeah, they were 3 by 3.
3 by 3. But there were some that were larger than others. So it was
yes.
So for a standard, don't ignore those. It was the first ones you started coming out with, because I know once you got the subscription got longer, some of the ones started coming in a lot bigger, right? So it was. So let's take the Winged Eagle first. So it was a 3 inch. What'd you say again? 3 inch by 3 inch.
Yeah, it was a 3 inch by 3 inch. These will be 3.5 by 3.
There'll be 3 and okay. So that's a little bit larger than a half dollar, right? Yeah.
Yes, and then as you go into the bigger coins, like I said, we get the Series 2, Series 3. You got your AWA heavyweight, which of course is considerably taller, and it'll be taller even still. You have the Crumb Rind will be in Series 2, and that I know is one that people have been itching for. And the variant on that will be the NWO version, and people were in love with those. The Domed Globe will be in Series 2. There'll be a few more in Series 2. I'm not gonna. The Intercontinental will be in Series 2, and then the red logo will be the chaser on that. And I'm not going to get into everything that's going to be in Series 2, but you saw if you've seen the collection, I have pictures of the whole original collection. You got your V4 IWGP.
Yeah, I have them down here. I like them.
You have a few. The NWA television, NWA tags.
I have
Yeah,
them.
you got
I
a
have
lot.
them all except for the 3 that I didn't want, the IWGP and 2 others. But I have everything except for 2 of them. I loved all of these things.
Oh, you still have them all?
Oh God, yes, they're sitting right down here on the bottom of the shelf with it lit up. You can't really see it, but I have them all.
I know Ethan had them all at one
Yeah.
point.
I love them, and it just got the subscription kind of got backed up and messed up, and now there's no more of that. It's just you buy the pack and then it comes. There's no more waiting and having to have your money out there with nothing, right? So it's just you buy the pack and then they come, right?
Correct. Yeah, like I said, it's there's a lead time. So if they're sold out, let's say by December or November 15th, then that's great. The order will go in the middle of November for them, regardless.
Right. So
and they'll arrive probably the end of December, but we're saying January 2025, just because the holiday and everything.
Okay. If you quickly get to 35, will you open it up to more? Something like that. If you get to 35 before you make the order.
No.
Nope. So it's 35. Once it's 35, it's 35. And these pictures are of the old coins, correct? So these are not even the pictures of the new things that are coming in, right?
Correct. These are the old coins.
Okay. Are you going to be sharing some art or anything like that of the new ones or pictures of the new ones as they get produced so that people can see what they actually look like?
Yes.
Okay.
Like we did last time. Absolutely.
Okay. And where will you be sharing that information? In the group that you and Hollandcheck run? What's that group?
United
Wrestling Belt Brothers. Okay. All right. And that.
Yeah, but as United Wrestling Belt fans, but as always, we'll also be sharing them in Wide World of Belts. We'll be sharing them in
pictures of them. Pictures
belts.
of them.
Yeah, pictures and stuff. Now we're not going to, because of the rules in certain groups, they're only going to be, with the link in certain groups and certain groups not, because certain groups have things where you can only sell on a Friday and the thing, and we're not going to disrespect that.
Right.
So, but with the pictures and stuff will be shared everywhere. And I'm just so excited about this, man, because you know what? And people say, well, how much does a coin cost to make? And that's not the point. The point is that, believe me, we're not making a ton of money on these. And I talked to the guy today from the coin company, and I'm like, it's just, I'm doing it because I just miss doing it. It was just a fun thing to do. And so the one thing that has changed is we're paying more for the coins now because inflation and everything, how it is. Plus, we're making them bigger, so we're paying more. But the price hasn't changed.
These are American made, so that makes a little bit of price difference too, right?
But we haven't changed the price. Your price is still what it was last time. We're going to eat the cost. And the other thing, of course, is if you notice in the Chasers pack, you're paying for 9 coins. One of the coins is free. So if you get the Chasers pack, you're actually saving $50 on 10 coins.
Okay. All right. And is that shipped? These prices, it's shipped right to you? That is the price. There won't be any extra or any other stuff, right?
Shipping is included unless you are international. If you're international, go ahead and place your order. Contact me for the shipping price. It won't be extremely more, but maybe like another $10 if I'm going to Europe or Australia or Canada.
Okay. Buy it now if someone orders out. There you go. Let's see. Has anybody got any questions out there before we let Kamala drove what the price is? I think that's when if somebody has a question about it, is there a way to get up with you at the website that we've got on the screen here, squaredcirclecoins.com, or do they want you to message you?
They can message me directly. As of probably tomorrow, there'll be an email on the site.
Okay.
I just haven't had a chance to set up a contact thing, but there will be as of tomorrow.
The guy you partner with, Mike, can they reach out to him as well or no?
Well, no, this is just me.
Just you.
This is just me. Right. I'm doing it on my own. And I'm gonna do this special offer on either pack. If you don't, you can order tonight. If you order tonight, I'll reimburse you. If you don't order tonight, the coupon code will be available tomorrow at noon. And that is with coupon code double Dropkick. You save $20 on either pack.
You heard it first. Double Dropkick. Do it. Order it. Get them. get them good, and display them good. Carmine, we appreciate you coming up here and showing this and taking the time to do this. And please, when they start coming in and whatever, please come back on the program and share them. We'd like to see them.
Yes,
and if you've got any further updates or whatever, you're always welcome to jump on the DDK hotline and talk to us, buddy.
Thank you so much for having me on and for helping me promote it. And thank you guys. Great show tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, buddy. Appreciate the support. Everybody, applause for Carmine Sabia. Good night, buddy.
God bless.
That was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Beep, beep, beep. You heard them hanging up there. What do you think?
Looks good. I mean, I was an avid coin collector, and
yeah, we were. We ate these. We ate these things up. I remember that.
Yeah.
But if you're interested in those coins, squaredcirclecoins.com. Squaredcirclecoins.com. Double Dropkick Podcast is a coupon code to get. Was it 20 off?
20 off.
There you go. And then you'll be able to order your stuff. And we'll put that up again for tomorrow. Since he's got a coupon code out there next time on the show. Not tomorrow. The next time on the show next Tuesday, we'll show that off and talk about that. That'll be pretty cool. Diddy was a that was pretty good. I'm telling you, if you can get a hands on your other one, Jerry, either message Carmine or me. So the old coins are cool. God, there was, how many did we finally get? We got almost 25, 26, yeah, a ton of them. I loved them. I still say today they're one of the best cool looking collectibles because, Jerry, they were so detailed. These weren't your American coins that you see that's in your pocket. These were detailed. These were etched. These were absolutely beautiful. No problem, Carmine. We appreciate it. I collect $100 bills. I collect $1,000 bills. That's pretty cool, and we appreciate that. So what'd you think of the show tonight, man? It was a full show, bro.
Full show, fantastic. Woo! Man.
Absolutely.
Don't forget, message Dustin. He's got a little deal if you're watching tonight and you want that nitro sign.
If you want that nitro sign, yep. Say it again. Say it again.
$50
Look right
off.
to the camera and tell them for tonight.
For tonight, that Monday nitro sign, $50 off. Message Dustin. I want that Saturday night's main event, Dustin.
I just want you awkward.
Carmine doesn't need it.
I just want you awkward on the screen for another 10 seconds.
Carmine doesn't need it. I won't be awkward. I'll be like, Arr.
Oh, Carmine said there was 56 originally. Holy duty ball. Yeah, there is a bunch down there. But I can send you pictures if you want. I'll probably post them up, and they'll look a little bit different. Say it's going to be. It was just Goat Mill Diaries tomorrow. Absolutely, they were just so detailed. That's they're very detailed. You can read every single thing on them. You better have put a T-shirt on there, buddy. Just no pants. Assless chaps. That's what they say. Super fun shit. Wasn't it? No need to be. Yeah, we had a full show tonight. We talked about the CS interview. We talked with Dustin and the Signs. Carmine is there. We had that our good buddy Andy come on here and show us his belts that he does. And next week, if you guys got stuff for sale, just let us know. This show is about you, for you, and we like having you guys on. I'm gonna let my buddy go, or did you want to stay for this little scammer alert that I was going to talk about real quick?
No, go for it, bro. Hit it up.
All right, I got this thing that this really irritated me, and I wanted to share this. We had somebody trying to scam, and they're using a C4 to scam with. Let me pull it up. Let me get this banner off here. And this remember this picture too, because it's been in a bunch of different. This picture has been used in a bunch of different fake profiles. So this was it right here. Let me. You jumping out won't do it. I can zoom in a little bit here on it. Where did you go? He left somewhere. Here, I'll just make it the main screen fully out. This person here, whatever Daddy Miggs or whatever it is, you see that is a C4 authentic belt. You can absolutely see that it is a fake little thing here. That is a C4 on there. And it says $200, Charlotte, North Carolina. He's not nowhere near Charlotte, North Carolina, or I'd go kick his little hiney. But remember that face there? There's a lot of pictures with the same thing on here. This is fake. This is a scam. This is a scammer alert. Make sure that you guys pay attention to this. Don't click on this, that, and the other. Please click and report it. It looks like it's in the Facebook Marketplace. If you see this or type this name in, it is in this group. I would stay out of this group. This group is nothing but scammers and crap. It has all of it in there. Stay away from this group. Stay away from it. Stay away from it. It's full of them, and I hope they get their group under control. But this is absolutely a scam. That's a C4 200. That's a $4,000 belt. It is not that price. I don't know where Ethan went, but he's already gone. But make sure that you guys stay away from that. If you have any other things on here about scammer alerts, all you got to do is hit them up and we'll talk about them. That's what we'll do. Each time we have that scammer alert, we'll pull them on. I guess my buddy has jumped out of here. I got just a couple of things to go over. We work very hard at this show, and we want to make sure that you guys subscribe each week. So please like, share it if you want. If not, that's okay. But just make sure you're subscribed and make sure that you tune in and be a part of the show. Double Dropkick Podcast. We have a great time coming up here in December. In December, we've got it nailed down. We are going to be doing our subscriber giveaway show. You're going to want to make sure that you're into that subscribers giveaway show. It's going to be 2-show event. We'll do one time and then one the next. The first show we'll give away figures and leather products made by Mendoza Craft. And then the second show the very next week, we are going to give away this. This is a Stone Cold Austin. This is the Monday Night War, WCW and the WWF Monday Night War figure, Stone Cold Steve Austin, in his Austin 316. It says Austin 316 on the shirt in the back. It looks like that. And it is signed by Stone Cold Steve Austin himself. That will be given away, as well as a HD acid etched belt on American leather. That will be given away. Make sure you're subscribed. I'm only going to choose a subscriber to win those. So you want to make sure that you're on that. And then you tune in and be a part of Double Dropkick Podcast, where you're a part of the show. That is coming up. So you want to make sure that you do that. Please check out the Classic Shields interview that we had. We've also got off the rope reviews here on the channel. We took a different look at the wrestling belt. We don't talk about how long it took, how we got it, this, that, and the other. It's all about the belt. It's about the leather. We look at who did the leather, how they did the leather, what they used, the tooling on it, how it looks. We take an in-depth look with a very expensive camera overhead shot that zooms in so close that you can see the wrestler's eyeballs, laces, everything. We talk about the art. We talk about the etch work on each one of these reviews. There's 2 of them up right now. Those 2. And this weekend will be released on Saturday, the off-the-rope review of an American belt maker who's very prominent in making things for AEW and other factions, the WCW World Title by Red Leather. That'll be up there as well. So we appreciate that. Let's see. Yes, that is a group. Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Hey, that's my table. Yes, he is feeling better. He's got better. How you doing there, buddy? Check out Stephen Hammer's show, his YouTube channel, Stephen Hammer. Absolutely great one. Yeah, yours is absolutely not. Ben Walker, how you doing, buddy? Thanks so much. I appreciate it. And Carmine says, yeah, stay away from that group. That is group Scammer Central. They are full of them in there. Don't post your pictures in there. Don't stay to the regulated groups. Ask around what is group. So you guys can share them in the comments before we get ready to go here. I know WCW, Wide World of Belts, Championship Belt Brothers, I Love Wrestling, Classic Championship Belts, Big Boys Belts. Those are good. And the Inner Circle is another great one. Those groups, stay in those groups. Don't try to get too many because people will absolutely, yeah. Oh, it is interesting. Coach K approved. Absolutely. Yeah. We're going to give this away. I've seen this on this exact figure for $425 on eBay right now. So that's absolutely spectacular. And we thank our buddy that sent it to us, Mr. Bonner, Jerry Bonner, great subscriber to the program. Thank you so much for donating that to give away. That will be awesome and great. What a full show tonight we had. Absolutely, Mark. Thank you for joining us and getting on here. Absolutely. I hope this is a place where you guys can come, get away from this crazy world. It's ramping up. You know, November 4th is coming. As people know, I retired from the government. So just plan ahead. Have at least 2 months of food and water on hand. You never know what people are trying to do out there. You got to be prepared for whatever can happen, natural disasters, whatever. Have all that stuff ready, some cash on hand, your medicines, all just like you're preparing for a natural disaster. Who knows what's going on? This world is crazy. So be prepared in it. Think before you come out. Tell your wives when they're coming out from shopping not to be on their phone, to pay attention. Check your back seats before you get in it. Make sure nothing's tagged on the car, no strings, nothing on the bumpers. There's a lot of people out that do a whole lot of dumb things. If you want further advice, you can hit me up and I'll help you. But you want to stay safe out there, and absolutely. Oh, that is awesome. But just be safe, and we hope this is a chance for you to come in, find out information of the hobby, get entertained, have fun, where your comments are welcome. You saw we had 4 or 5 people come on the show. If you share something with them, a belt that you made or something like that, get on and tell us about it on the DDK hotline. If you have an unboxing, hit me up. Even if it's in the middle of the afternoon, we'll go live. We'll talk about it. I love wrestling. I love this hobby. I love you guys out there. I may be sick, but I want to enjoy the time that I have with you guys and a hobby I love and with my family. I'm so appreciative that over 710 of you have subscribed to this program in 3 months. I'm thankful. And I truly want to say that this show is for you and about you guys, and you are all a part of it. Thanks, buddy. I really, really, really appreciate it. But please go check out those things. Also, make sure tomorrow night I got to get a promo for that ready. Goat Milk Diaries with Mendoza. Also, make sure since Mendoza helped us out with doing some stuff, check out Mendoza Craft. Check out Pinfall Title Belts. Do that. Mark Championship Leathers are great other thing. And Thursday night, Spinning the Globe podcast, 8/7 Central on the Wide World of Belts Facebook page. Links will be posted in Wide World of Belts. Love those wrestling belts. And I believe Championship Belt Brothers. Ben, the king from CBB, the face of CBB. Andy B from Love Those Wrestling Belts. The guy nobody knows about, Richard Ward. And the marvelous one, the host that parked cars in his red jacket, Mark Maggard. Every Thursday night, 8/7 Central, Spinning the Globe podcast on Wide World of Belts YouTube page. Go subscribe to them. Get them up there. And maybe they'll do a giveaway. I know he's got a giveaway on the little canister thing, one that he made that has marked leather on it. Hit him up. I don't know if they've done that, but check out that show tomorrow night. And please also join DDK Podcast on X. DDK Podcast on X. Love to have you guys up there and join us then. Love you too, buddy. Absolutely, I do. I'm I don't push things on here unless I believe in them, believe in the person, and believe in what they're doing and the adds to what's going on. We truly do try to be informative to the hobby, help the hobby, just like I'm sure many other shows that do. Watch all the shows. Even if you don't watch them live, come back later, give them that little click, give them that little thumbs up. It helps them a lot. And we do it. Do you have a White Winged Eagle? Absolutely. Right there. It's a CS White Winged Eagle on Romeo Anderson leather. Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't be sad for me. Just enjoy the time with me on Double Dropkick each week. I'm okay with everything. Everything's going to be good. My God will correct everything in due time. Hey, Andrea, how you doing? Hope everything's going great with you. But these are the things we like to cover on the show. Next week, we have AD Terry coming on the program to talk about his wrestling group, his stuff, his collection, and the many other 15 or so groups that he's involved in with very cool figures, gaming, sports gaming, wrestling, wrestling figures. There's some other things. Championship figures with Ben and them. Go join that group. That's a really, really great. It's a really, really great group. Yes, he is. Absolutely. All the time, buddy. Love you too, buddy. We'll have that coming up with AD Terry next week. We'll also have some other phone ins on some topics to join us. We'll have another scammer report going on, and we'll also do Around the Hobby, where we take a look at the pages that we like and enjoy, and they're safe for you to go on, and we'll see what's going on in the hobby, see what's going on for sale on those pages too. So it's going to be really fun, and we're excited to do that with you next week. We've had a full week. We've had the live unboxing of the Cattleman leather belt. We did that on Saturday. Go check that out. Then we had the Classic Shields interview at midnight on Sunday. That was fun if you got to check that out. And then here we are Tuesday with our main man, Ethan, who is a part of the show. And when I go, he will be taking the reins of Double Dropkick and pushing it forward. So please continue to support this program, and you'll want to make sure that you're going to not miss in December our giveaway. It's going to be fun. Going to be games. You got to earn the giveaway. You got to earn the gift. It's going to be so fun to do that. So we appreciate each and every one of you for joining. I'm gonna see here. Got a message. See if I can click on that. Somebody's got some info here they sent for me. Nope. That's it. It's all good. So I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys like that. It's a good sound effect. Got to load up a lot more. Got to load up a lot more. If you have to get belts for sale, let me know next week. We'll put them on there. Wow, what a fun show that was. What a fun show. I love each and every one of you guys. Please subscribe to Double Dropkick Podcast. If you're not, check out all the reviews. Let me know down in the comments if you're watching this afterwards. How does it help you? So many people say, hey, it helps me through my work day late at night or the next day when I don't watch it live. Let me know. Let me know what it is and give a shout out so that we can hear about it and what you do. So thank each and every one of you for watching the show tonight. Make sure you tune in next week for Double Dropkick right here on the Davwork Network. Stay safe, stay humble. Good night, everybody.